Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over Venusaur EX. So far, I've played a couple games with it. I like it. It feels like there might be missing something, but I can't quite narrow it down. But let's go ahead and get into it. We've got a 4-1-3 line. Again, like I said in the Blastoise video, it's kind of one of those that you see a lot. That kind of lineup you're going to see in most Stage 2 decks. You might see a 4-1-4, depending on how important that attacker is, but overall, that's what you're going to find in Stage 2 decks. We are running the Venusaur EX with its Tranquil Flower ability. If it's inactive, you can heal 60 from any one of your Pokemon, but only one. It does have its attack, 2 grass, 1 colorless, does 150 confusion and poison, which is kind of what we're going for in this deck. We want to add that poison because we can get that poison up to 200 damage instead of just 150 with the poison. We do have the Teal Mask Ogerpon. It's pretty much going to be a staple in every grass deck going forward. With its Teal Dance ability, you can attach one grass energy to it per turn and then draw a card. It's going to help with draw support. It's going to help with getting energy down as an energy acceleration. We'll get to it in a second. Its attack for 3 grass energy does 30 plus another 30 for every grass energy attached to it. It's going to ramp up its attack pretty exponentially, but we aren't using it to attack. It is an attacker, and it can be used for early game, say taking out small stuff like Bidoof or small stuff like Baxcalibur. Well, Baxcalibur has a 60, but Frigivax. And getting the energy going that way. We don't want to load a ton of energy on it, but it can attack if it needs to. We are using the Rotom and Mew for our support Pokemon. Rotom with its instant charge says draw 3 cards and your turn ends. Restart says if you can, you hit draw up to 3 cards with its restart ability. We are using the Bidoof and Bibarel line. It's, I think, the best draw engine or draw supporter, other than maybe Radiant Greninja. But we aren't using Radiant Greninja. We're using Radiant Hisuian Sneasler because it says if it's on the bench, poison damage is 2 more, going from 1 to 3. We are running a very limited supporter line, so getting them isn't necessarily as important as you might think, but getting hit into an Iono or getting, when we're late game can kind of hurt us. We're running a 3-2-2 line. We're using the 2 Arven so that we can get our rare candies moving and keep things going. We are running 4 Energy Switch so that we can move energy to Venusaur from the Ogerpon. We want to be able to do that so we can attach, move, and just keep going that way, potentially fully loading up a Venusaur in 1 turn. We do have the Earthen Vessels in there so that we can get them, so we can get energy and start using our Ogerpons. We are using the energy retrieval because when we do lose energy, we want to be able to get it back and potentially use Ogerpon. The Heavy Baton is really helpful because Venusaur has 4 retreat cost, which means the 3 energy that you're going to lose from it getting KO'd will then go to another Venusaur, so you don't even have to worry about getting all that energy back onto a new one. We can just immediately jump to another Venusaur and keep rolling. We are using the Hero's Cape. I like the Hero's Cape. I mean, say we don't have the need for a Heavy Baton, say it's our 2nd Venusaur or even our 3rd Venusaur, we can throw the Hero's Cape on it. 440 HP is, I think, impossible to beat. Unless you use something like Roaring Moon that just says, yeah, knock it out. We do have the 4 Seal Stone because we're using Rotom, and getting that extra card might be the difference between us winning a match and losing a match. I'm using the Perilous Jungle in here. You could probably use something else like an Artisan, but overall, I like the Perilous Jungle because it says non-dark type Pokemon are going to take 2 more damage from poison, which means we're doing 5 damage in between turns from poison instead of just 1. That's the list. Let's see how we do. Let me know in the comments what you think we can do better or worse. Here we go. Okay, so with this deck, we want to go first. We want to be able to get our Bibarel online as fast as possible, and we want to start being able to use our rare candies and or just evolve into Ivysaur from Bulbasaur. We have a lot of basics, so we shouldn't be mulliganing too often. Over a sixth of our deck is basic Pokemon, so we should be okay. We get the Ogerpon, we're good to go, and we've got the. This would be a good. This would be a good start for us. Okay, it's opponent's turn. Ogerpon. There's a couple different things that this could be. Could be a mirror, probably not. It could be the Tentacool, Toedscruel variant of this deck. It could be Ogre. Well, there's green, so it could be Ogre Bolt, or it even could be the Regidrago. If it is Regidrago, we'll find out here in a second. Being that they could end up going to get fire. Okay, gets rid of an Iono. This will kind of tell us what we're looking at. If they get double grass, probably the Toedscruel variant of this deck. Don't mind throwing this down. We can get that and our Bulbasaur. Don't mind Teal Dance. We'll put one here. See what we get. We get another grass energy. Okay. Drop that there, and then we can Iono. And we'll see what we get out of this. Okay, so this is actually kind of great. We will go get our Rotom. We can then go ahead and... I don't mind. We'll save this for now, and we can instant charge. Okay, we've got almost all of our rare candies in our hand, so that's not fantastic. What we can do is we can Ultra Ball a Bulbasaur and probably Counter Catcher, depending on how things are going to go, and to get ourselves... Oh, this might be a full-on Ogerpon deck. What we will do is try to get this out of the way as fast as possible. This is going to be an issue, but we should be okay. Okay, we've got another Ogerpon down. Let's go ahead and get rid of this and our Counter Catcher to go get ourselves a Venusaur. Let's go ahead and play our Rare Candy into Venusaur. I don't mind hitting a Star Alchemy for the Iono. Okay, and we got our Bibarel. We like that. Bibarel down. We can get rid of both of those to get ourselves nothing. We're okay with where we're at right now. We can then Bibarel for 4. Okay, we got the Arven. We got that. I actually don't mind this potentially going down. We'll go ahead and instant charge, bringing us up even more. We've got the boss's order. We like that. Okay, so as of right now, this is hitting for 150, 180. Drawing extra cards. It's never a bad idea. If this Ogerpon goes down, that's fine. We're not going to worry about it. We'll probably put this Ogerpon down. Or we will nest ball for a... we'll probably end up nest balling for... Okay, brings up Venusaur. We're kind of okay with that right this second. Doing 210. Not going to worry too much about it. Earthen Vessel. I don't mind that. We can do is Teal Dance. I will Arven. Arven will get me the Heavy Baton and will get me an Energy Retrieval. Heavy Baton down onto Venusaur. Right this second, I'm pretty happy. We can go ahead and attach to Venusaur. And I will heal off 60 from it. We're still getting knocked out by this Ogerpon, and that's kind of okay. We'll hit for 150. It ends up being 200 after poison and everything. They are confused, so they will either have to retreat or they'll have to risk getting hurt. Okay, double turbo onto Ogerpon. It says your opponent Pokemon that have an ability prevent all damage. So with this, the thing that'll be nice is that it doesn't prevent effects, so we can still end up doing 5 in between turns, and still confuse them. So that'll almost force them to retreat, bring back up, something like that. Okay, hits a switch. Smart. They will more than likely... Okay. Bravery Charm onto that Ogerpon. 140 is an evolution Pokemon, 140 more. So no matter what, we were going to be one-hit KO'd by this Ogerpon. We don't mind that. It does need 3 fires, so it's not helping itself right now. What we will do is we will get rid of... We can get rid of the Buddy-Buddy. Doesn't help us right this second. We'll get 2 more. That way both of our Ogerpon are actually ready to go. Okay, we got a Rare Candy. Ogerpon again. Onto itself. Accelerate. Okay, we've got plenty there. What we can do now... I don't mind actually saving that boss's order for later. And then we can go ahead and heal again. Another 60 healed. And then we can Dangerous Toxic Whip. 150, then it's going to take the 200. And now it's confused. So even if he does get all the energy he needs for that Ogerpon, we're not going to worry about it. If he retreats or if he moves somehow, we will boss his order up this potential threat to us and knock it out and take the KO. Okay, double energy, 20 each counter on this Pokemon. That is going to knock us out. Okay, we do have our boss's order, but there's a potential that this Pokemon just knocks itself out if it tries to attack. So we should be okay. What does this Pinsir do? Discard energy. And it does get heads, so it will go through. It will knock us out. That's actually totally okay. What we'll do is drop, and probably drop. And then I don't mind... Okay, selecting prize cards. And then we will more than likely give the Bibarel. Okay, we've got our energy switch back. I'm okay with that. I don't mind going for the Arven. Arven will get us the Nest Ball and get us a Hero's Cape. Nest Ball down, we will go get... We do not have... That is interesting. We don't have another Bulbasaur. Okay, that means there's 3 in the prize cards. That Nest Ball's fine. No, there's 3 Bulbasaur in discard. That's what it means. That means there's 1 in the prize cards. We can go ahead and set the Hero's Cape here, and we will go ahead and just end our turn. We were kind of hoping for that Venusaur or for that Bulbasaur to come out. That would have been nice. And now we just lose because there's no way that they'll get around us. Well, we do have more boss's order. So with the boss's order, we will bring up this other Ogerpon. Since this is an easy KO, we can boss around and not have to worry about it. Okay, Ogerpon down. Don't mind doing a Teal dance to it. Okay, currently, well, let's go ahead and boss order up this one. Currently, we are hitting for 240, so we can energy switch from here to here. That'll hit the 210 mark. We'll leave that, and we will go ahead and Myriad Leaf Shower. And we do get our Bulbasaur. We do like that. Bulbasaur will go down. Double Turbo onto the Ogerpon. Just getting another attacker ready. We'll hit the Demolish. That's okay. What do we get off of this? We get another energy switch. Okay. With that, I do want the Bulbasaur down. I do want to switch off of here to here. I want to switch off of here to here. I will Iono. Okay, we've got the boss for next turn. We can also just go ahead and instant chart, and we are set up. He will knock out this Ogerpon. That's okay for us. What we'll do is we will just Boss's Order up this Ogerpon and take the win. Barring an Iono, and now we don't have the things that we need. Goes ahead and knocks out the Ogerpon. We're okay with that. We will go ahead and bring up the Ogerpon, and we won't waste any time. And we will knock out. Gives us the thumbs up. Well, I wanted to give him a thumbs up. We'll take the 2 prizes, and there you go. And there you go. Venusaur EX with Ogerpon. I like this deck. I will say that it is not going to win you a ton of games. It's not going to be something that's going to be used anything higher than at your locals. If you want to win and have a good time, I wouldn't even bring this to a cup. I wouldn't bring this to a challenge. This is just for fun. This is a locals deck. Play against the kids and see how you can do. It's not something I would personally bring to a tournament expecting to win. Being that tournaments are pay to enter, I don't particularly like spending a ton of money, so I don't know that I would do that, but you're more than welcome to. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything that you think I could do better or change, please let me know. That would help a ton. What would I change? More draw support. More draw supporters. Where do you get those draw supporters? I don't know. If you go lower on the energy count, you run the risk of not having energy for your Ogerpons, or not having enough energy down for the energy switches. You could very easily get rid of the Mew. It's not going to... You could get rid of the Mew. Mew for maybe another Bidoof and find... Go down to 9 energy and get the Bibarel, so it's a 2-2 line of Bibarel. That might be helpful as for draw support. But also maybe finding another Pokemon that could help in the long run. I could see doing that same thing, getting rid of an energy and getting rid of Mew. Maybe bringing in the Toedscruel EX. It'll help as a backup attacker, and it'll make sure that something like Roaring Moon. It'll help that Roaring Moon can't just affect your Pokemon and just knock it out. That might be a call. If you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that help me continue to put out weird decks and do all the things that I like doing. And with that, have fun, stay safe. I love you.